Hi, everybody. Hi, Brooke. Welcome back
Hey,
to the Friday
Savannah.
Five. It has been a little bit through the new year and through all the holidays, but glad to be back. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good. It's been a
Yeah.
long couple weeks already.
Yeah, I was going to say, how are you feeling coming into the new year?
We were just talking about this as a team yesterday. I think it's a hard year to come back into. I generally I love the start of a new year. I love Mondays. I love the freshness of that. That's always been my MO, but 2022 is definitely putting up some challenges for us. Yeah, it's hard to like keep that positivity going, but we're working hard at it. How about
Yeah.
you? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling about the same. I mean, you're right. We did talk about this yesterday. I think 2020, everybody was like, oh no, we have all of this to deal with. And 2021, everyone was tired of having to deal with it. And now 2022 is starting, and we're like, we've been tired. What's the next phase? So I'm totally with you on how you're feeling. And I definitely think other people are feeling it too. So right there with you on that. But I do think that we can talk a little bit about some things that are positive. I know we're trying to work on it. So maybe today we can focus in on it. You're chairing an event right now. I'd love to
Mhm.
hear about what you're doing and what you're seeing that is positive, something that you look forward to, things that make it feel a little bit less taxing.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's hard. You just sort of really hook into some things now, otherwise you'll just feel down. Yeah, I think we're all kind of recognizing that what we're facing is maybe has a permanence to it that
Right.
it's hard to grasp. But I'll say, yeah, I'm chairing this event. I haven't chaired an event in 10 years since I started Swell. Last time I chaired an event, we started a software company out of it.
Nice.
We'll see what happens. um,
What's the news gonna
but
come out, everybody?
Sharing this event because this mission is so important. And I'll say every day I spend a little time on it, and I'll say, like, I think the most important thing for me in it has been, obviously we're getting lots of questions about whether we'll be hybrid or whether we'll be virtual, and the board members are asking tons of questions, and so it's a little hard to plan. And so what I find myself doing is doing a little bit every day, and every time I do a little bit on this every day, something happens. It's either a really positive sponsor response, maybe they've sponsored in the past. A really great email will come back from a board member. I had one yesterday, it was just a board member out of the blue saying, how can I help? And I just started to focus in on those really positive elements that are still true. And the mission is as important as it's ever been. I just find the more I work on it, the more it generates positivity. And so it's like, throw it out there, barrel through, and it's coming back to me through this event. The other thing that's been really nice is that we were always hybrid. And so we've been able to sort of table some of these bigger decisions about COVID. And
Yeah.
it's been really nice to allow me to focus on sponsorships, focus on ticket sales. And we're going to get to table that discussion of how COVID impacts this, because we already have a virtual component, so it will be it, we can make some of those decisions a month from now, which is really really a gift. I can't say enough about being hybrid. I can't imagine not being hybrid, frankly. And I know that's the Kool-Aid at Swell, but I'm on the other side of it all of a sudden, and it's nice.
Right.
I'm sleeping a lot better. So that's how, just keep going and look
Yeah.
for the positives in all the human beings that you're dealing with.
Yeah,
So
it almost sounds like it's the little things. Like,
yeah,
look into the little things, those little emails that you receive, the little tidbits of information, hold on to those and know that sometimes it pays off. It's gonna be at the end worth all of it because you're making all these
yeah.
other people happy. And like you said, you're impacting an organization that really needs it.
Well, and I find all the positives come from people. It's like when you're going through
Mm.
something, right? It's the people around you that lift you up. If you're in a grief state, right? It's your friends that lift you up in a way that you just couldn't imagine how important they are. And I'm finding that's the same case here. Is that the more you generate, the more humans are involved in the process, and they touch it in a positive way, and it works. It really. So I just say focus in on that side of it. How about you? How are you? You're 24 years old. Much of your work life has been during COVID. So, how are you feeling? What kinds of things do you do to keep yourself positive?
Yeah, looking back in college, I did not foresee this is how my early adulthood would look like with a career, but we're making it work. And I will say, working at Swell has made it even better. I do get to work with such amazing organizations every day, and I think that's a great thing. But staying positive is hard. I think, especially with everything around us, and I do think we're spot on. It's the little things. You got to look at those little victories that you have every day in work and hold on to those and know that everything that's small amounts to something big. So it builds up and it makes it feel even better. And it does also help if you're working with really great people that are also positive around you. And so I am blessed to work with a really great team. And I think that even though we're starting our careers out like this, it's okay. And it might feel like the norm. And we got to find the good things in it. It might not be what the norm used to be, but if this is the norm now, it'll eventually feel like all of this stuff is regular day to day, and there's happy things that we can look forward to. The sun's shining, it's beautiful outside, we're all healthy, and so there are good things to look at. So that's the way I try to look at it and try to hold on again to like those little things that just make it better. It doesn't amount to something big. It makes you appreciate it a little bit more.
That's so true. That is so true. I know we're going a little long, but I wanted to because I was just thinking here that I know a lot of nonprofits try to connect with young people.
Yeah.
This is a unique time to try to connect with young people. Nonprofits have often used junior boards and really like
Mhm.
party style events to connect with young people, which is a model that just won't work as well right now
Mhm.
and is hard to plan for in the future. You expressed earlier, though, you still have very much a need to network and meet people. You're in a new city,
Yeah.
really that could still happen. I mean, to put together a group of young people on a Zoom call so that you could connect to each other online even, and then maybe you could do a smaller group, for dinner somewhere. Like that would I
Mhm.
think if a nonprofit created that value for you today, you'd become probably a
Absolutely.
lifelong donor to that
Yeah.
organization because there is a real opportunity to give and invest in people who really have needs and to meet really make people happy. So we're going to try to do that through this event that you're looking here to. But it just struck me as that you know
Yeah.
to think creatively about cultivating young donors right now like you is a real
Absolutely.
opportunity if people are creative about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Utilize that online aspect, utilize that virtual component. I mean, try to think of ways that you can get people involved online. And I know that we've been doing that for a while, but truly it is the safest way and the best way right now. A lot of people are really enjoying the ability to do things online, the convenience of it all. I mean, really. So
For
there
sure.
are positives to that. I mean,
That
yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
That is true. It's always great to see you, Savannah.
Yes. Thank you so much, Brooke. Bye, everybody.
Bye.